All right. Well, we should be streaming and live now. We're back for some first edition Dungeons and Dragons, playing in the Linder Isle campaign this time around. Let's just go through, just quickly introduce yourself and your character. We'll do some plugs at the end. Dion, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Dion playing as NPC.
What level is NPC right now?
She is level 2 still.
Hmm. That's the other thing you guys need to do is get downtime. Friendin.
hmm
Right. I am Friendon. I am playing Groanwolf, who is a magic user, wizard, and he likes to eat things inappropriately and suffer gastrointestinal distress as a result.
Level?
A level 2.
Level 2. All right. Jen.
Hello, I am Jen, also known as Jen Tendo. I am playing Odette, who is a Disney princess druid who is level 2.
And Oak.
Hey, I'm playing Thybor, a half-orc fighter with no charisma and no comeliness. I can't say no, just very small.
Right. I mean, it's there
Yep.
to some sort. Richard.
Hi, I am playing Tristan, the Remuneration Redistribution Specialist. Or Thief.
If you want to use that label. So guys, last
Or
time you have acquired a fishing vessel to get you faster to the city of Westernford after some shenanigans that went down. You guys want to discuss real quick if there's anything you want to throw on the boat that you might need?
Healing
or what
potions.
your plans are?
I'm still like half HP.
Yeah.
I'd love to load my lizards onto the boat.
Well, you guys were given
Ooh.
a small stash of healing potions last episode. Yours didn't do much
that's
for
right.
you, Dion. You took it. You got like 1 hit point back.
Yeah.
But others are stashing some. So
I think there were 5, so I think we just took 1 each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless
But,
that was
yeah.
the other game.
that's all you got. All right. Anything else that you guys wanted to do before you board the vessel? So it
You know
is
what?
sail powered and has oars. Wind is going in the direction that you're heading, so the oars are useful, but mostly sail vessel. It's nice and wide. They do occasionally transfer cattle in this, but it's not a huge boat. And you're going to have one person that will be able to pilot the boat for you. Now, if any of you are skilled in navigating and piloting a boat, he's glad to not go with you into possible danger.
Hmm.
As he keeps muttering, I got a wife and kid at home. Did I say kid? I meant 5 kids.
Those kids have kids.
Do
Can you
we
bring
wanna? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to make a joke. I was just going to say, can you bring the wife and kids for more bodies for them to target instead of us?
Perfect.
Strap them to the
Perfect.
edges. We'll just use them as shields.
Exactly.
I have the key to the smithy. Do we want to go and see if we need to armor up, get some new weapons, some gear, see what's there?
I guess I
Or
could
we
do with a
feel
bow,
that
but I don't know that's at the smithy.
Well,
mean, it
she
could be.
did give you access to their armory. So, like, there's up to chain that you could take if you wanted to wear up to chain. And a bow is easy enough. You can have a short or a long bow. There are also a couple of heavy and a couple of light. Well, there are many light crossbows and a few heavy crossbows. So the armory's opened up to you. If you want to gear up, you can.
I don't have the book open in front of me real quick. Is chain one better than splint, or was it equal? I don't remember.
Good question. Looks like
Trying to
chain
find
is
it.
one better. But you're also going on a boat. Chain is also much heavier. So, up to you.
Oh, we are going on a boat.
And not that I'm
Mm.
foreboding anything about what might happen in a boat travel and someone wearing heavy armor. I'm not saying anything.
Would that be foreboding?
Foreboding.
Here we go.
You die next.
Here we go.
I'm here for this ride. Whee!
Or are you sure about that?
Oof.
Oh, one AC is always one AC better. I'm lazy and don't feel like correcting my character sheet, actually.
That's fine. Uh, so, is there anything you want to gear up with or take with you? I mean, it's going to be a few hours by boat, but you should be able to. Well, you will definitely get there faster than going overland.
Is there a longbow?
Yes, sure. If you want a longbow,
I'm proficient in longbow, so I'll
quiver
carry
of
one.
20 arrows, you can take that.
I think, let's see, I have a Morning Star, battle axe, and 5 hand axes. I think. What's a good blunt weapon? Is there a maul?
Sure, but if you're not trained in the use of weapon, there are negatives. So keep that in mind.
But we get to keep these, right?
Well, that wasn't worked out.
Oh.
Well, if it gets broken and left
Mm.
behind, they won't know about it.
If we die, we never have to return them.
They didn't think of that.
That's my plan with my library books.
I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm good. I think I'm okay.
I would
Yeah.
probably take a ranged weapon because I have none, even though I'm not proficient in it.
Yep.
What is like a ranged weapon that I can find?
Anyone can point and shoot a crossbow. You're at less
Okay.
penalties for that, but you can also take like a sling. Up to you.
I'll take a crossbow.
Mhm.
Wait, does crossbow take longer to load than a sling?
Yes.
I'll take
Well,
a
it
sling.
depends. If you want a
Yeah.
light crossbow, it's the same. If you want a heavy crossbow, you can only fire every other round with those.
I'll go light crossbow.
I've got a light crossbow on my sheet if you need to look up. the
Thank
stats
you so
quickly, too.
much. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, is there a tower shield? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they have large
Because
shields.
I have a large shield already. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
never
no,
mind
if
then,
you
'cause-
want a tower shield, what the nice thing about a tower shield is you can set it in place and it offers cover.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I was looking for because I'm not gonna be good with like anything ranged, and I figured I might as well just like if we're getting shot at, I can have a tower shield.
I got AFK just sec, tuck the wife in. Since she lets me
Okay.
play games all the time, I can't really say no.
I respect that.
Bill through you guys some rerolls. So with the rerolls,
Yes.
they can merge. Like I added another category. So 200 bits is a calamity, or you can heal a hit die. So there you go. You can use them as rerolls, or you can combine them for other things. But yes, if you want a tower shield, sure, you can throw that on the boat.
All right, I'm just gonna trade the large shield for it. Just
Well,
like take it off.
so
with
keep
the...
in mind, Dion, tower shields
Mhm.
are not meant to be used in melee combat. You are meant to become an emplacement. It's very difficult to move tower shields.
Okay, I like that. All right, tower shield. Okay.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to load up on anything? So we got some light crossbows going. Got a tower shield and longbow. Oak, you grabbed a longbow and some arrows. Oh, I think he did a be right back. All right, guys. So if none of you are proficient in piloting a boat, this very scared fisherman will be the one who's taking you out onto the ocean then. Alrighty, so I'm gonna.
Oh
move.
wait, I can use a short bow. I'm so sorry. Can I take one of those?
Sure. Yeah. If you want to take a short bow,
Alright.
go right ahead.
Cool. And like 20 arrows. Why not?
Why not, indeed? All right. Let me just get this map centered here. We've got the nice little icons for your characters thanks to friend in there. They should be linked to your character sheets.
They're so gorgeous. God.
All right, so you guys, you take off. First hour into the voyage is not too bad. The boat that you're on, again, it's basically a wide, flat bottom fishing boat that they use to transport livestock. So it doesn't smell the best, but it's stable. It's a good, stable boat. The wind is in your favor, so your pilot is mostly just manning the rudder to keep you in the right position. You guys are so the shoreline is off to the right of the screen, and he gets out far enough into the ocean here so that he's catching the best currents, and so the boat doesn't get wrecked by any outcroppings of rock that are too close to the coastline. His job as a fisherman, he knows where it's safe, so he is taking you along as speedily as he can to Restonford on the horizon. So you guys are, so everything that happened yesterday got you leaving fairly late into the day, into early evening, as you took some time to question a prisoner and to talk with the lady to find out what was going on here. So it's a fairly late start. On the horizon, you can see one of those pillaging ships, sleek, very fast. You see several men on board, and it looks like they are laying in wait. Perhaps knowing that somebody might be coming this way. So encounter distance is going to be about 200 feet. What do you guys do? It's heading in your direction. As soon as you came into view, it started prow turning, heading towards you. They're using oars and they're cutting the distance quickly.
Do we have cannons on the ship?
No, this is a small fishing boat.
Darn it. Is there a harpoon?
No.
Oh.
There are no
Okay.
weapons other than what you brought yourself. The fisher man is just starting to say prayers, and he's hunkering down as low as he can into the base of the boat by keeping the rudder still.
Is he within is he in open air?
What do you mean?
Like, is he exposed to
Yeah,
attack?
there's
All right.
there's
Tower shield in the direction of the ship so
Okay.
that he's covered.
all
Just
right. So you're all right. That's good. You
just
cover your pilot.
keep this ship going. I will move this if I need to. Just
Mhm.
yell, and I'll come back and move it.
All right. So moon is in the sky. It was recently a full moon, so it's starting to wane, but it's producing a lot of light. But essentially, that's most of the light that you are seeing. Their ship is running silent, so there are no lanterns or no light coming from their ship. Up to you whether you guys had a light or not. The pilot didn't need it to navigate. So what do you guys want to do? We'll start with your intentions first before we go into any kind of combat rounds.
I intend to murder.
Murder. That's my intent. Murder.
Murder.
I'm gonna try to be ready to cast a magic missile at this thing when it comes in range. Get in position to.
Okay.
Get a good
Yeah.
shot
So
at it.
the range is about 200 feet
Okay.
right now.
Gonna get ready with the short bow.
Okay. You can do that. Tower shields have like little kickstands on them, so like you set it up and you can stand behind it for shelter as you get your bow and arrow out.
Nice.
Hmm.
Anyone else do anything special in preparation? And what are you
Right.
instructing the pilot to do, by the way?
I
Mm.
told them to keep piloting, and that if they maneuver around the direction the tower shield is covering him, if I'm not there, to yell for me and I'll come and move it.
Okay. You have
To keep him
limited
protected.
maneuverability. You're being powered by air as sails, right? So your ship has
Right.
sails. They're
Mm.
oaring towards you, and you know by what you've seen before that these ships that they're on are very maneuverable. Also, just to give you a little
Okay.
play by as to what's going on here. So you guys are just waiting, and you've told the pilot just to keep going in the direction he was going? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like that would buy us more time because he doesn't have to adjust. We'll just maintain our best speed. They're gonna catch us
they've
eventually.
probably
anyway.
got
What's
ranged weapons and
the-
are about to pepper us with stuff as well. So
Can
I
you
don't know.
cast sleep still or no?
I can, but I don't think they're within range at 200 feet.
Well, the can you still is the question, because if you have cast it in the last 24, you haven't slept yet. So that's the question.
I did not try to cast sleep. I believe I tried to cast friends last game.
Mm-hmm.
And so I should still be able to cast it.
Okay. Their ship is gaining speed, you're still headed in relative direction. So it again, distance has tightened a bit. You're now at about 150.
150.
You guys doing anything different?
Do we see any movement on the boat?
Yes, it is filled with folks. You can probably get a good count now. Like I said, the moonlight is pretty intense. So let me just.
And while you're doing that, once they get within 50 feet, I will cast sleep.
So
That's
you're
what
waiting.
I'm gonna-
You're waiting to 50 feet to cast it.
Yeah, that's as far away as I could cast
Right.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, did they? Oh, you can't see them. Okay, give me a second here. I'm trying to reveal some things. There.
Mhm. The boat is actually a giant terrapin made of octopuses.
Woo!
There we go.
Like if we all go woo, go woo.
We like you, actually. Don't attack.
So it looks like there are 11 folks on board. You see several of them are leveling crossbows out as the boat is coming in close. It looks like some of them are armed with axe and shields at the standby. They're all oaring right now, except for the 3 that are about to launch out crossbow bolts.
Okay.
So, yep, heading at you. So when it gets to about 120, they're going to start firing the crossbows. Okay, so here's what I'm
Let's
going to
say
do.
I've got that longbow. I'll get up to 210 or 21, which should be 210 foot, isn't it?
Yeah, then you can go ahead and fire first if you want. Actually, you will be able to get off 3 shots before they get within range. So go ahead and make me 3 rolls.
Long or long, medium, short?
What is your short?
60, 12, 120. Or 60, 12, 210.
ASL?
2 long, 1 medium.
Okay. And what was the minus on long? Is it 5 or 3?
It's -2 per range increment. So 4.
4.
Should be -4.
So 2 at -4 and 1 at -2.
Mm-hmm.
See if I program this thing right.
Yeah, now they've got a little cover because, like the classic kind of Viking rowboats, they've got their shields strapped to the sides of the ship, and they're tacking such that you basically just this is exposed as they're rowing.
I didn't put my damage in correct. Not that I hit, but
Yeah, so miss on the first.
it should be a D6, not a -6. Second one is -4. AC 10, I doubt that hits. Or, I'm sorry, I rolled a 10. That
Rolled a
will not.
10. That's I'm going to do it.
And -2.
No. Yeah, lots of you launch off 3
Got
arrows.
those good rolls going on again.
Mm-hmm. So now they're going to shoot. I didn't do the minus on that one, so 17, 15, 12. Okay, so Dion's definitely not going to hit you because you're behind a tower shield. Your boat's fairly exposed because it doesn't have any shield strapped to the side, and it's got a fairly low edge on it. So what I'm going to do here is see who this might hit, and then you tell me what your AC is, okay?
Okay.
So 1, 2. And Dion, you're excluded from this. Well, no, actually, I'm not going to say that because they could still aim at you, but it's going to be hit by the shield. Okay, first crossbow hit thunks into your tower shield, Dion.
Ooh.
Tink, tink. And the next 2 crossbow shots are going to miss. They're having to lob them quite high to be able to get you within range, so they just kind of harmlessly just splat into the floorboards of your vessel, and then they continue on at 100. You can go ahead and make another shot at medium range there, Oak. Miss.
How did I get a -1? I don't have. Oh, because it's -2 on the hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
thudded into the edge of the boat.
You see them reloading their crossbows, so they can't shoot that round. And then, all right, at 80, they can shoot again, and you can shoot again. So you can get
I
another
have
shot off. If anybody has something that's got a range of 80, you can shoot.
So
do it immediately.
I don't know if I looked at something wrong, but I was looking at the book and it says that the range of a short bow is 15 feet
Yeah.
at long range. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I think no, 15 feet is not the long range. That's your first range increment, but still, you don't have range on a short
No,
bow.
it says 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Okay, yeah,
So
That's
what
why
does
I
that
wanted to make
represent? Because it can't
yeah.
be 5 foot,
It's
10
it's
foot.
no,
you
it's
put a 0 on the end.
yeah.
Right.
That's combat range. So outdoors is 10 times.
Right.
Okay, so
Yep.
they're 100 feet away, less than 100 feet away.
Yeah, so you can shoot.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, I'm at
you could have
medium
shot
range
twice.
there.
Actually, you can shoot once at -4 and once at -2. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. All right. Once at -4, once at -2.
Mm-hmm.
So
And Oak Fiber missed both of his shots.
-4 and once at -2.
Yeah, I kind of have to roll above a single digit to hit. I'm sure.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
and
miss.
I also have a longbow, but I have been waiting until they're at medium range because I
Okay.
don't trust the rolling.
All right,
I'm
sure.
going to try and fire though.
So yeah.
So am I at
Sure.
a -4 with my light crossbow?
At this range, yes,
Okay.
it's long range for you.
Need to get you an English longbow.
Yeah, that's gonna
Okay,
miss.
that's a no.
All right, so they volley. It is one of their rolls is good enough to hit, so we'll randomize to it because they're lobbing it. They're not doing specific targets. Okay, so the first one on the list is it's going to be Friendon. So one crossbow bolt does come down on you. Only a point damage, so it just basically
Okay.
just skins you as it hits again into the bottom of the boat.
Goes
Is
right
that
through
all
your
you
pinky
got?
toe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't care for that middle toe anyway. Never
Okay.
trusted it.
Then it increases again. At this point, anybody that wants to fire can.
I have not done my 2 from last round.
Go
so
for it. Yeah,
just
go ahead and shoot yours.
Doing it.
Uh,
That 18 will hit.
I don't like how fast this boat's coming at us.
Oh, they're quick. Right.
Are you
yeah,
aiming, or are
5
you just
damage.
trying to lob an arrow in there somewhere?
I'm not aiming at anybody in particular.
Okay.
It's more about just getting them down there.
There's people that are oaring, right? Rowing.
They're all oaring except for the 3 crossbowmen.
Can I? All right, I'm gonna shoot one of the crossbowmen if I could.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that any minuses now, or
Yeah, because they all. Actually, no minus. Well, you're using what? A short bow. You're still at -2.
I'm proficient? Does that matter or no?
No, it just means.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
The -2 is from range. Short bows do not have a very long range.
Ah. I am not rolling that great
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, not at all.
0. That's great.
All right, yeah. So your arrow, Tristan, does lobs in, and you do hear a cry of pain as it seems to have landed on one of the rowers. And then again, it comes in fast as their crossbowmen are reloading. At this point, and if you've got a longbow, you are at your normal range now. Okay, so no minuses. Anybody can go ahead and take a shot. If you have
When we left port, was this directly after we talked to the
Yes,
lady, or had
directly.
you rested?
No rest time. You left directly.
Okay.
If you have a light crossbow or a short bow, it's still -2,
-2. Okay.
and it's still outside of that 50-foot
would
range for
take-
you.
Now I forgot the attack rate is
Okay.
2, so should I have been making 2 per? Because I've only been rolling once.
That's
just
your
looked over
mistake.
here, Yeah, so I
Yeah.
just looked over. I'm like, oh shit! I remember old school. It's 2 every one with a bow.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yeah, if you're proficient with it, yes.
Oh. Oh.
I'll say that it was too long a range. I was trying to focus too much.
Yeah, me
There's
too.
my first one. 13 will hit a AC of 6.
Are you aiming or are you lobbing?
I'm just trying to get it in there just on a body.
Okay.
Wait, am I shooting again, or did I
Yes.
already shoot this round?
No, go ahead. You can shoot again.
And I don't think that'll hit any.
How much damage
Alright, so
did you
it's
do on
a
that one that did hit?
I
Oak?
did 5,
Okay. Yep.
unless it's a
Scream of
large
pain.
target.
No.
So these are both -2, both
Yes,
fires
for
in a
you.
round?
Yeah,
Okay.
from a short
Alright.
bow.
No.
Now
Wow,
crossbows only get one per round, but normal
Right.
long and short get two.
I'm rolling like
Oh, looks like
Judy.
Richard hit another one.
I managed to hit again.
Are
Just
you lobbing
at,
or?
at lobbing again, yeah, just hitting to random.
Yeah, and how much damage did you do? Richard?
3.
Okay.
Would firing my light crossbow interrupt my stance of getting ready to cast sleep when they're in range?
No, not
Okay.
until we get into actual rounds of combat.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot then at the -2.
Okay, go for it.
It's only
Yeah,
a
it's
2.
gonna miss.
Yeah.
Okay, so now two things happen. The boat is now within your 50 feet, Friendon, for this next round, which
Okay.
means it is now within normal range for everybody's long range weapons. So you can cast this round if you want, Brendan, or you
Yes.
can shoot. Either one is fine. What are you casting?
Snoozy woozy, take a toozy.
Okay.
And gonna try that sleep roll.
Sure. So magic goes off first, and you affect 6 hit dice worth.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereabouts are you aiming at? Like front of the boat, middle of the boat? End of the
So
boat.
50 feet away, we're probably close enough. I'm thinking to make out some silhouettes. I'm gonna try to aim for that front stanchion of crossbow people
Sure.
as much as possible while still hitting anybody that's behind them. Like trying to center it on that front
Yeah.
row of crossbow.
Then these first 3 guys drop. I don't have a sleepy, so we'll just put a little snail sign on them.
Aw, they got the snail.
They got the snail. Yeah, so you do drop these 3 crossbowmen that are at the very front here with that spell.
Stop,
Next,
drop, and don't roll, fellas. I
everybody
say.
wants to get off a lobby, or excuse me, a
Yeah.
lobbing of their arrows. Go for it. Go ahead and make your attack rolls. And
I want to aim for any of the ones that are not sleeping.
Yeah, definitely trying to aim for a woke person.
How do you know their political
can we-
affiliations? Go
I
ahead.
can the color of their hair.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
At this distance, can we make out who is steering this boat?
Well, since
Ship.
they're using oars, they're all steering, as it were.
No,
17 will
that's
hit for 5.
Ellie. No, that's propelling.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the person who's using the rudder or the thing
No,
in the back.
no one's using a rudder. It's locked in position because they're only going forward, and everybody else is oaring. So there's nobody on a rudder.
So if we just stop, they will overshoot us.
Maybe.
If you can just stop in the
Yeah.
water.
If you
Yeah,
can
I know.
just stop.
I
Yeah.
realize that.
Row
that is-
backwards.
Apply the wet
Okay.
brake.
All right. Looks
Because-
like Thiber, one of yours hit. Are you lobbing? Or are you aiming?
I'm going to try to hit somebody that's awake. So
Okay.
if
sure.
I hit, I'm not particular one, but if I need to aim to not hit a sleeping
Nah,
one,
you can say
it'll
that.
be-
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So 6, 7, 8. Oh, you kill one. Hey, look at that.
That's the one I hit. Yay! Coordinated attacks.
All right.
What-
So
what
one
do you
goes
know?
down. Let's see, Tristan. That 19's going to hit. Same thing. You're just trying to shoot one of the wake. Oh,
Towards the back.
towards the
Yeah.
back. All right.
Should have tried to use the crown, see if it still had connection to the dragon turtle and act like Aquaman.
And how much damage did you do on that one?
6.
All right, you killed one too. There we go. 2 of the men on oars drop. And let's see, did anybody else score a hit? Are you shooting this round, Odette? With your crossbow?
I did, and I missed.
Okay. Okay, so in this final round, they are going to basically just crash into the side of your ship. Have everybody make me a dex check, please.
That's just
Under your
Roll
dex,
a-
D20 under
I
your
got
dex.
mine exactly. So I got
Oh,
a crit success.
you're
Nice.
perfectly fine.
yes.
I
Oh my
rolled
God, I made
over.
it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it just
You
means
have-
that you're jarred and you get knocked off your feet, so you will be out of the first round of initiative, but you'll be able to get back up on the next.
Okay.
Everyone else passed, so none of you lose your feeding. Your feeding.
Feet sing.
Oak, I tell you what I'm going to do with your crit success there, I will let you get off an action before initiative. So what do you want to do? So they've just collided into you, but they haven't started boarding yet.
I'm going to I'm grabbing my two-handed sword and I'm leaping into
Leaping
their
in.
boat first.
Sure, go for it.
Is there one I can attack?
Yeah. There's you can just leap right into the midst of them and start hacking away. And it's perfectly fine. But since you are leaping from a boat into another boat, let me have you make another dex roll.
No problem. Yep. I got a
okay.
16.
Attack whoever you want. I'm going to say you leap more towards the middle, so the 3 sleeping guys are behind you, and you're
Okay.
into the mass of the rest of them.
Something I probably shouldn't be doing when I'm not max hit points, but that's how he rolls.
And if you want to just
14 will hit 5 AC 5.
okay, which one are you trying to attack? Just kind of
Whichever one looks the most threatening or could be the most dangerous. Otherwise, whichever one's closest.
whichever one's closest. Okay,
That's not
I'm just
sleeping.
gonna random roll it then.
Okay. It's a 7. Unless he's large, then he takes 15.
No, these are all man size, so he takes 7 points of damage.
Yep.
All right, you cut one of them down before he's able to free himself from his oars. Okay, so I tell you what, since Odette slipped and fell, why don't have Odette roll for your side, and we'll start initiative. If anyone's casting, say you're casting.
Oh crap!
No one's casting.
Odette says as she hits the deck.
Okay, simultaneous. We all go at the same time. So of course, all the men that are drop their oars and go to the attack on Thiber. Actually, one of them, they know what sleep is. This guy right here will start
knows
smacking.
sleep.
Yeah, he starts waking up this crossbowman. You can only wake up one around. That's their actions. So we'll have you guys do your actions, and then they'll do theirs. Go ahead.
I'm gonna shoot the guy who's starting to wake people up.
Okay, so he's technically not in melee, so that's fine. Go ahead and give me a shot.
Pop!
Oh yeah, that hits. Damage of 2 doesn't kill him, but you
Well,
do get
how
an arrow
about
stuck in
now?
his shoulder. And a 6 or a 5 is gonna miss on the next one.
I'm gonna try and shoot at him
Wah.
too. I see what NPC. Wait, did I fall?
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
sorry,
do
you
you
fell.
can't do an action this round. You're
jerk.
just standing up. But you can stand up and load your crossbow. I'll give you
I
that.
stand up and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, NPC.
Okay.
And inspired by this, I'm going to also fire at the person who'd been hit by NPC's crossbow. Just all of
Yeah.
us now. That
Go for it.
guy.
Yeah. You could
Okay.
shoot at the one he's trying to wake up, and if you hit, it's an auto kill. So
Screw that guy in
Oh.
particular.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering about. Everybody not aiming
Yeah.
for the people that were sleeping earlier. I was like, maybe I forgot because that's
Well,
why
if
I
we had
wasn't.
managed to kill all
Yeah,
the ones
I'm
that were awake, it wouldn't have been an issue.
No, I get that. I get that.
So up to
I'm
you.
definitely firing at
Oop
the
de
one. Who's,
Gracie.
yeah, who's. Yeah, I'm coup de gracing for
Coup de
sure.
Sure.
Gracie.
You just have to hit his. Well, 2's not going to do it.
Man, Grown Wolf really bringing it.
Re-roll, re-roll.
Yeah, there are 8
re-roll,
rerolls banked right
re-roll.
now.
You know what? I think that's worth getting somebody off the field. We'll give it a shot.
Ayo.
12.
12. Well, that will hit
That'll
his laying down on the job AC. So he's dead.
Okay, nice.
So he.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I killed someone.
Right.
a
So he's
good
trying to
day.
shake the guy awake, and then an arrow sprouts out of his neck, and he's like, "Well, damn." Yeah. So that's his turn. What do the rest of you want to do?
Wake up dead.
Tristan?
I'm going to take a swing at a dude, and as I'm swinging, I'm yelling for the rest of them, like, submit or die.
All right. Go ahead and take your attack. Uh, 13?
13 hits a 6.
6. Okay, so that hits everybody on board. So go ahead and just ping the one that you want to hit. That's perfectly fine. Except this one
that
down
one.
here because he's not in melee with you. So how much
Okay.
damage did you do? 7?
7.
Right, you drop him. Goes down. Fiber? Not Tiber, sorry. I keep getting
Oh,
the
I'll go
names
again.
confused. Tristan,
problem.
what are you doing, Tristan?
I am going to take shots with my bow as well.
Sure.
I will target the people who are going to target Fiber because
Okay,
I
so
think there are more of them
okay.
right now.
So basically, everybody in these three in the back are in melee with Fiber. So if you're shooting into a melee,
Oh, do I risk hitting?
yeah. But you could shoot any of the two that are still asleep, or the one that's trying to wake up the guys that are asleep. They're not in melee.
I did hit the guy that was trying to wake them up, so you might kill him.
Yes, could kill him. Although could guarantee deaths on both of them. Let's do one shot on somebody who's on the waking up guy and
Sure.
one on a sleeping guy.
Go for it.
It's longbow. Yoink. Nope,
that'll
I
miss.
missed the waking guy,
Mhm.
but the person who's asleep, he
That'll
wakes
hit.
up just
Yep.
in time to say "nice shot" and then dies.
Fuck.
It was such a nice dream.
That's why I say, hey man, nice shot.
That's not even his shooting hand. This is his shooting hand.
Yeah, good enough. Now they do get their actions though, since this is happening simultaneous. Now the guy that was waking up, that his action was trying to wake up the guy that just got killed during this. So this is where he's shaking him. He's like, "Oh, Bob's dead. Oh well." That was his action. And you killed one this round, Fiber, but he still gets his attack before he dies. So there's going to be 4 attacks on you.
AC 3.
Okay, now each of these will be at a +2. So a 12, you have AC 3. None of those. Yeah, none of those hit.
27 hits.
yeah. So that's
Real
their
hard, too.
that's the round. Odette, you're back on your feet. You can act this round. Brendan, did you do something this round? Yeah, you shot.
Yeah,
the guy.
I coup de grace that one,
Yep.
dude.
So, Brendan, why don't you roll a d6 for your side this time? And is anyone
I can do that.
casting?
I think I'm out of spells for the day.
I cast rain of arrows.
All right. So, they will go first, and Thiber, you basically yelled out last round. So this is the first round they could actually make a morale check. So let's find out. Yeah, that didn't work. Morale check. Okay. They surrender. Hey, you're a lot tougher than we were paid for. they
paid you?
drop their weapons. They back up. Actually, you know what? No, they don't. Thiber, if you want to try and cut one down, as they're just leaping off their boat. Everybody that's still alive on the boat is just diving into the water.
Sure.
You're free to cut one down if you want to try and do that. You get a free attack on one.
Hell yeah, no mercy.
Yep, go for it.
Nope.
This though, yeah, swing. They just dive into the water. They dive straight down. It looks like they're staying underwater and moving away. So you are left with this boat.
Were there any asleep ones still left alive?
Yes, one.
Yes.
Okay. Do we want to tie them up or
Now
you know,
your boat
stab,
is sinking. By the way, you notice
Oh.
now that you have a chance to really see
Crap.
what's going on. The front of their boat it's got plates of iron that have been riveted onto it.
Oh,
so it
crap.
just crushed through your
Well,
boat.
Throw me gear.
We got a new boat.
Your
lizards.
I clap the fisherman on the
Upgrade.
shoulder and say, "Congratulations, your boat has been upgraded."
We got to get the lizards out of the hold.
Oh no.
No, you didn't take your lizards. There's no room for lizards on this thing.
I
Say,
asked.
it's as
I asked
tiny as that
earlier.
is. I'm like,
I
Yeah.
asked earlier, but if you say that I couldn't bring them, then I couldn't bring them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly forgot, Jen. If you asked that you could, the thing I did say that this was built for livestock, so
If
you
it's-
could have, but they're definitely not going to fit on the small raiding boat because it's not meant to carry things. Now your lizards can swim though, so
yeah, how far away are we from?
you're an
shore?
hour in. So I mean, if you're going to make them swim the whole day, well, the next couple of hours, it's likely they won't make it. But shore is just right over there. You're not very far from the shoreline.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to ride on one of them and direct them both.
Okay. So are you directing them
Like
to the
Aquaman.
shoreline?
Yeah, to the shoreline.
Okay.
I have to.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing? Yeah. So the farmer looks at the new boat. He's like, well, "This is all well and good, but I can't carry cows in this thing." Nice boat though.
I thought you were a fisherman.
Well, but I ferry care cows and livestock too. I mean, look at my boat. It's made for it.
Build the
Was made
build a
for it.
council for
Delicious.
it.
That boat's not made for anything anymore.
I could sell this thing if you're saying I can keep it. It's not bad.
I mean, it's not our boat.
Hey, you got a guy alive over here still. Sleeping
Yeah,
on the job. Lazy bastard.
Stab or snatch? What are we doing?
Well, let's talk to him before we stab him.
Can we tie him up first?
You can stab him a little bit though, right?
Can I stab
Just a
him
little
about
snap,
the
just a
face,
little
head,
nick.
neck, chest, and arm area?
Yeah, so you want to tie him up and wake him? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys change boats. Your other small boat just sinks miserably into the water as the farmer
Remember where we
mourns
parked?
it. Takes off his straw hat.
Before we wake him up, I'd like to position him in such a way that when he first wakes up, he's gonna think it was all a dream. Like not seeing any of us on his original boat.
So he's on
maybe
his
with an
back,
oar through his
looking up
tied-up
into the
hands.
stars.
Yeah. I want him to just
My God.
really feel that moment of pathos.
Oh my god.
All right. And during this, Odette has gone onto one of her lizards, and they're both swimming towards the shore, which you guys can see the shoreline. You're not that far away from it. All right, yeah, so the guy, wakes up. He's looking up at the stars. There's a brief smile on his face while he closes his eyes, and he turns his head.
Hi, buddy. Joke's on you.
Yeah, so he starts cursing. This is when he finds out he's bound. He's kind of shaking around, starts speaking in a language you don't understand.
Oh,
I tap on his ropes and I say, "Listen, buddy, you're a pirate. It was bound to happen sooner or later."
bound.
God.
Bound.
All right. He says, "Look, my family will pay a ransom for me. No need to kill me." He looks around, sees the blood all over the decks. Where's the rest of the crew?
They didn't make it.
And
Yeah,
we
there's a
ate them.
few dead bodies in the boat. He sees those, but not enough. He's like,
Did we keep one of them alive?
This guy,
one.
yeah.
This
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's all tied up right now, so.
I mean,
my-
they've got to be. I get out my crossbow and they've got to be swimming for the shore. So I'm gonna. How far away are we from the shore?
It's within.
Are they within longbow range?
Yeah, it's within eyesight.
Odette, get them with the lizards.
Exactly.
That's
They're gonna
Go
attack
with
our
the
deck.
exactly what I'm going to
If
do.
you are waiting for them to pop up, and you're looking towards the shore, right? That's what
Yeah.
the direction you're facing. Okay. Yeah, actually, you wait. You figure somebody can hold their breath at best. What, a couple of minutes, 2 minutes? They don't come up. Odette, same thing. So you're on the back of your lizards. They're making their way towards shore. None of these raiders are coming up on your side.
They either had Jedi breathing apparatuses,
Or they've
Spell?
watched The Shape of Water and fallen in love with a fishman who gave them the ability to breathe
Possibly.
underwater. Perhaps that's what it was.
Yep.
They're all lovers of fishmen.
Oh my god.
I mean, I was just gonna say they dissolved, but yours is far more plausible.
Strangers in a dangerous
So after a
time.
couple of minutes, you're pretty sure nobody can hold their breath that long. So you start looking around, and actually you do see some disturbance in the water. They're swimming away from shore, getting up
Oh.
just head up long enough to grab a breath of air, then diving again.
Okay.
And so yeah, it looks like they're actually fairly expert divers, and are not dumb enough to swim for shore with people with arrows.
Oh man.
Yeah. If you want to take a shot, I'm going to say they're still within your normal range. They don't move very fast underwater. You
Send
can
the
take a
lizards
shot.
after 'em.
Oh.
Now you can send the lizards after them, but it's in the opposite direction of shore.
Yeah, I'm gonna take I'm
So-
taking for sure.
I can take a shot, you
Well,
said?
you don't see them. Richard's
Oh.
character was the only one kind of scanning the water, or had said he was. So Richard's character, Tristan, sees.
Oh,
I'll,
okay.
I'll point them out to the others, but I'm not taking a
Oh.
shot. If they're going away
Oh,
from
I'll
us
take
and
a
not
shot.
making
You're
any
going to
trouble,
take the
then-
shot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
I'm
take.
gonna
I'm
take
taking
two
it.
No one
shots,
lives. Murder them
absolutely.
all. Miss Dion.
Aw.
15.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're taking a shot. Well, that hits. You kill
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, I'm all about
And now
this.
there's blood in the water. Hopefully,
Yeah,
there'll be
oh
some
boy.
sharks.
I'm gonna like vaguely kind of aim because I'm a bad wizard and only good at wizardy things, shoot. And when it hits one, I'm gonna say, "I did that on purpose."
Ah! Somewhere,
Oh, God.
How
porpoise
disastrous.
hears
You
that
appear
and
to have
dies.
fallen over the edge of the boat.
Yep.
Now let me help you back in again.
So you nail
me-
one just as he
Surely you don't
surfaces
mean
long
that.
enough to get a lungful of air, and yep, the other ones dive back down. And,
Let me know when I
scatter.
can shoot again.
All right, so what's going on with the guy that you've woken up? He's bound. He's like,
Oh.
again, he's like, my family will pay. Let me live.
Tiber, you can handle this one.
Your friend said someone hired you. Who hired you?
That's a good one. I'll give you it. He's surrounded. You are a half orc that doesn't look too happy about anything right now. He's like, the robe man. He hires us all the time to loot on his schedule. He's kind of pointing back to where you guys come from Groton.
You say the robed man?
Robe. Yeah, robed.
Does that ring a bell to me, other than the clergy, maybe? Or what's his face? Did he wear robes?
Yeah, he did.
Look at the rest of the party. What was the guy's name that tried to have us killed? I can't remember.
The one that sounds like Tristan.
They say it's not Tristan. I know that.
It's Tellish.
Tellish.
Hellish.
Yeah, Tellish. And Harmon is the evil, or the fraud religious folk.
Mm-hmm.
So
The dark-haired man from Groton. He hires us often during the raiding seasons. He tells us
pretty
which.
much Tellish.
Yeah, he tells us when the best goods are in the warehouses or along the docks.
Just kind of growl Tellish's name.
He doesn't seem to know the name.
Your family will pay? How much? What are you worth?
I don't know. It depends on what my family has gathered this season so far.
Where's your village?
Tell you what they've gathered. They've gathered a debt.
No village, islands. We live on islands. He kind of points in a direction. Surely they'll pay you more than it's worth to simply kill me here.
We're not going to kill you here. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We need somebody to row the boat.
We'll take you home and
We'll
kill your
you over
family
there, and I point
too.
to shore.
That as well.
We claim several smaller islands that we raid during this season. It's at least 100 gold. I'm sure they've got that.
And I hold my adjust my two-handed sword like I'm getting ready to just put it through his middle, and I look at the rest of the group. Is that enough to bother with?
We
I
need
think
It
people
could be
alive
more. It
to
could be
row the
more. I
boat.
don't know.
I feel like we shouldn't hold him for ransom. I think we should just let him go. He's been very willing to give us information.
Of course, he's a coward and fears
The
for
other
his
guys
life.
just ran.
So,
Yeah, I mean, let him live with that.
So
The guilt
NPC,
would
just
be
as you're
worse
saying
than
this,
death.
one of the guys that were swimming away surfaces for air. You going to take that shot? Just as you're saying this.
Yeah, they're
him
running
go.
away. I don't
We
like
should let him go.
cowards.
But fuck that guy.
Oh, God.
I guess you're
No.
taking the shots.
I miss.
You fumble the one and kill the guy that's in the boat.
Yeah.
Well, do we feel like this guy knows nothing other than
He
just to
obviously
wait here for
sees me
us?
taking a shot at his fleeing companions, and now he's just like buttoning up now. It's like, don't trust you murderers.
The first smart thing you've said.
I think we should just let him.
Oh wait, I'm
go.
not there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yep.
I'm in the water.
You're going
You
to
yell.
shore.
I was saying stay quiet for a reason. I couldn't remember why. It's because I'm in
So
the
you're
water.
Dion, you're just saying we should just let him go.
Yeah, I think we should. We should just
I'm
be like,
fine, and I pick him up and dump him
No,
over the
no,
side. He's
ah!
still tied up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just jumped in over the side. There.
I mean, it
I love
works.
it.
So,
Oh,
who's
kinda.
rowing for us now?
I love that vibe.
We can
I
row.
sheath my sword and I grab an oar.
Yeah, I
Mug.
grab an oar.
All right.
I'm on the other side because Tiber and I have the same strength, so I figured we'd even it out.
All right. Well, the farmers figured out not the oars, the how to navigate this thing. So it's like, oh, okay, okay. Yeah, put us behind a little bit, but we can make it if you got strong backs.
I look at my thin arms.
All right.
and go,
Back's as strong as
Nope.
my face is pretty.
Also, I'm assuming that tower shield went down with the ship. I didn't.
You could have
save
grabbed it if you wanted to. I'm not gonna take it away from you if you want it.
All right, fine.
Str-
I'll keep it.
So I'm headed for the shore.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of the group headed?
Towards shore.
Toward shore as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're
Are we?
following you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you oar the boat to shore then. Again, it's nighttime now under mostly full moon waning. So this is a very the coast isn't bad. The farmer again knows the seas in this area, so he brings in the boat safely.
How far away are we from our destination?
Well,
Well,
by
not
water,
fish.
another hour. By land, 2-3 hours. Oh, you got mounts though. He's pointing at the lizards. How fast can they go?
Fastish. They're kind of like cows, if you've ever seen a cow before.
Mhm.
At least 2 or 3 hours. You can just follow the coastline. You'll run into it. It's not difficult to find.
Maybe we stay off the water then?
I mean, we already took care of the raiders. There could be other traps waiting for us if he prepared for something by boat. You
mean-
know, it means he knew we were
I'd
there
like to
already.
ask the fisherman if he thinks that the vessel that we currently have would be enough to even do it, or if he thinks the better odds would be the shoreline, because he should have.
Well,
an opinion on that.
those lizards aren't going to fit on the ship. That's really. I mean, if you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
let them go, yeah, we can get there faster in the ship for sure.
I'll meet you there.
Oh, well, then I'm off too, I think.
Ooh.
I say as I point towards the shore.
Yeah.
I'm
up
not
to
gonna
how you guys
split the
wanna do it.
party. I'm gonna go with the shore. Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
shore.
I
I'm not
love the
gonna split the
lizards so
party.
much, I can't leave them. I love
Alright.
them so much.
Does
I like
anybody
the
want to
lizards.
get there faster by ship, or are you all going by road at this point?
I'm a
We don't
roadie.
want to, but it doesn't seem wise.
Well, if we take the boat, we can stay like close to shore.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you'll
but we'll
quickly
just be-
outdistance them, though.
I actually think they're not going to be expecting us on land, because if they expected us on land, they wouldn't have put somebody in a boat to intercept us on a boat.
Unless they did both, which is, what I would do if I was the person
many-
behind this, and I'm definitely not. It's
How
definitely
many
the other
men?
person whose name.
How many men did the crow tell me was with Tellish?
Can't count. It just said men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't count. Crows
bunch
are
of
so
men.
smart, though. Okay. Okay.
Actually, if you're remembering that, it wasn't a boat. It was boats, meeting men with boats,
Okay.
plural.
So there's a chance that they all traveled by boat, and it's doubtful that they're going to be. I think we might actually be safer. Who knows? Taking the land, because
Okay.
they probably got there by boat to get there fastest.
And who's to say that this wasn't, not to get all conspiracy theorists, but I don't know who to trust.
Mhm.
Who's to say that this wasn't a setup?
It's fair.
She really wanted us to take that boat, and they happened to catch us right as soon as we left. That's weird to me.
That's fair.
Like,
I mean, where else are they going to be looking for us, though? Either at the beginning of the journey or the end. Not going to
yeah.
look for them. Look, it
Let's go
doesn't
get
matter.
caught and fight
let's
our way
go-
out of it.
Yeah,
Why,
let's just take the road.
Whee!
Can I ride a lizard
Of
again?
course you can.
Yep.
Yes.
There's actually enough room on the backs of each lizard that everybody could ride if you want
my
to.
God.
It's up
Yes.
to you. All right.
Yes.
Well, you'll definitely get there faster by lizard than by foot. They actually are not slow. They're
Oh,
quite
okay.
quick. They're plodding, mind you, but once they get a full full head of steam, they actually go fairly quick. So on the
Before we
backs of
leave-
lizards. Okay, go ahead.
Before we leave, just quickly look on the boat, gather up any crossbow bolts or arrows or anything that are there. For
You can
when
get
shelf
half
supplies.
of the arrows that you shot back, and if anybody wants medium shields, there are all kinds of medium shields on the sides of the vessel.
And what about their supplies? Because they have got to have ranged weapons, etc. Is there a
Yeah.
raiding thing most of the time?
I mean, they've got stashes of arrows, both crossbow bolts and arrows. If you want
There we
to
go.
raid, I'm going to say, let's see. Well, you do it. Roll me a d10,
Oh dear.
Richard.
Yeah.
So
7.
70 arrows and crossbow bolts.
There we go.
I'll take-
That's all I was really looking for. So
Actually, they
Can I have-
only. Oh, I'm sorry. They only had crossbowmen, so it's 70 crossbow bolts is what you
Alright.
found.
Well,
Yeah.
Womp womp.
And food storage underneath the benches, where the ore locks are several just cloth bags full of bread, cheese, fruit.
We take
Oh,
someone's lunch.
jackpot. Yep, I'm throwing bag lunches to everyone for the trip. I'm making sure I feed the lizards even.
Look, they
I'm like,
bagged
"Here you go,
lunches for
buddy."
us.
Don't even take it
I
out of the
would-
bag for the lizard.
I would just drag one of the dead bodies off the thing and like let the lizards
Yeah.
eat the dead
Oh
bodies.
yeah, yep. They do that.
I'd probably just do that.
Wow.
Chomp.
Wee.
You haven't fed them
Nope.
well in a while.
Wee.
So there were 3 crossbowmen, and there were 3 of us who used bows.
Mhm.
So I mean, we can just take a crossbow each as well.
Yep.
I'm
And-
not trained. I'm gonna avoid
Ah,
that.
okay.
These are heavy crossbows, but if you want to grab them, go for it. The bolts will work in light or heavy.
Oh, there we go. I was just thinking about the arrows that we have left. So
Yep.
there we go. Well, onwards, I guess.
Okay, everybody jump on a lizard.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
So you take off.
Whee!
We're off to ride
Adventure.
the lizard, the wonderful lizards in where are we?
OSR. Mhm. I don't know. What's it called, this land?
The wonderful lizards
This
of Oworth.
land.
Yeah, this is
Starland.
Linzer Isles or Linder Isles. Okay, here
Lizard
you go.
Isles.
You guys are going to be coming up along the coast. So you're actually coming. Oh, you're going to be coming along this edge here into Restonford. And let me recenter my map here. There we go. Okay, yeah, so you guys see the sprawling city out in front of you. This one isn't walled, and as you see, the ocean splits into this little tributary that divides the town. No walls. Looks like probably the primary job here is fishing. There are a lot of docks and a lot of boats along that inlet that you're seeing. The area that you're coming from is farmland, and you guys see there is a castle up on a hill here. Lots of large buildings. Unlike Garreton, these buildings look a lot better built, mostly stone, up several levels, mostly stone, and then thatch roofs. You're getting here at nighttime, but there's still activity. Like you see, the streets are well lit, oil lamps on posts. It looks like they do have guards that are walking around on the streets. You actually hear people. There's still people out talking. It sounds like this town doesn't go to sleep as early as Garrotten does. So as you're coming in off the east side here, that's what you're seeing. Now, so you're riding into town on these 2 very large, very imposing lizards. Just keep that in mind before you tell me what you're doing.
All right. And where are we supposed to go from here? We're supposed to just find a wizard, right?
No, we were looking for the person behind it, Tell. Not Tristan. the
Right,
other
but
one.
who is his
We
target?
don't know. We suspected it was the wizard, but
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
So
we don't.
maybe we should just find the wizard? I don't know.
I can't remember the wizard's name either, so we could just shout out "Wizard" as we ride into town.
Oh, wizard.
Wizard, we're on a lizard. Come and find us.
Again, this is a really large town spread out across both parts of land there. If you want to just yelling as you come into town, you can do that. And as I had said, there are guard patrols that you can see across
Yeah.
these well-lit streets.
You there, guards? Where's the
And
wizard?
which side were we coming in from?
There's only one.
The east.
Over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hail a guard as we approach so they're not too startled. Just kind of like wave, like, hey.
Ill.
All right, so you're yelling out from the darkness. It stops a pair of these patrolmen who are armed with actually plate and pikes. They're very well armed and armored. They are not leaving the well-lit area that the oil lamps are casting around them, so they kind of level their pikes in the direction of the voice, and they call out, "Ho to the forest! We hear you! Come forward!"
We're coming. We just don't want to alarm. We have two very large lizards and they already ate, so it's safe.
They're vegetarians.
We just don't want to spook
They
you.
only
We've dealt with a
eat
lot
vegetarians.
They only eat vegetarians.
Shush. We're supposed to be more subtle than that.
Oh, sorry.
I know this lying stuff is new to you, princess, but
Keep them on harnesses and you can approach.
Wee.
Do they have harnesses?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
They're
Alright.
fancy
Cool. So now we're not going to be pin-cushioned.
for now.
Yeah.
like the Bride of Dankenstein up here.
Frankenstein. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I gotta go.
I say that
Okay.
as I adjust its bridle.
If you're all, are you all staying on the back of the lizards as you're approaching, or how are you doing
No, I'll hop off and approach
Yeah, so you
casually.
walk with one so it doesn't look
Okay.
like we're charging in.
this? Okay, so who do they encounter first? Like, who is speaking for your group as you're coming in?
You
Mm.
probably don't want me doing that.
Me neither. Odette.
I can speak for the group.
All right.
I'm still chilling on a lizard because I did totally not get the de-escalation memo. I'm just like lounging on the back of the lizard.
All right, so Odette and NPC are the ones coming forward out of the darkness. You guys are not on the lizards then as you're coming forward?
A lizard.
I am.
You are?
I'm on a lizard.
I'm off the
Yeah, I'll be
lizard. I
walking,
hopped
but-
off.
They're my buddies. So
Okay.
actually, I might be leading one. And like, I would probably like walk up and have it like rest its head on like my shoulder, and I'd be like petting its head like
Sure,
this, as
should
I'm, like-
show that it's under control, that it's
Yeah.
maybe tamed. All right, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, they after they get a good look at you, Fiber, where are you in relation to Odette and NPC who are up
Uh-oh.
front in the first ones?
I figure I will be, maybe we're coming in like almost like a V formation, and I'll be on the far right.
Okay, do you normally go cloaked and hooded or not?
No, I've got my splendorous crown and my two-handed sword strapped to my back,
All right, yeah, all right, that works. That works.
and a shield as well. It's got the shield back there.
Okay.
Name your swords.
Okay, so the
royal should
guards,
be proud of.
as they see that your lizard's under control, they don't react badly. They're just like, state your business. It's rather late, but the town is open for merchants and travelers. There's at least two inns that you can find respite in this evening, assuming you have
That would-
coin.
Oh, we do have coin. I don't have coin, but my friends here have coin. We're actually on a ship that ran aground in the ocean, and we had to travel through the woods to get here.
Raiders? Do you
Yeah.
need a rescue party sent out?
No raiders. Just I think we
They
hit a
might.
rock. I think we hit a rock, and it damaged our boat enough that it began to sink. Luckily, my pets here can swim, and also the rest of the adventurers can also swim.
Are you merchants? Were your goods lost? Sorry for that.
Some, not all. We were able to carry some. But so we've walked a long way. We're very tired because it's like
Yeah, it's
pretty
late. Yeah,
late.
it's very late
Yeah.
into the night.
Daylight
Did
saving.
the fisherman or
It's
the boat
Really
captain, did he
screws
come with
things
us, or
up.
did he head back the other direction?
No, if you said he can keep the boat, he went back taking the
Okay.
boat with him.
Okay, good. Okay. So are the inns open this late? Do you think we could get
Yes, yes.
into an
We
inn?
get merchants traveling the roads quite often at
Wonderful.
night. Falco's Tavern will certainly be have room at this point, and he kind of
Okay.
gives you direction. I know the key is not in English there. It was just the coolest map I could find of Restonford. But
Yeah, I'm like,
14,
I can't read any of these.
yeah, right here on the river is Falco's.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of points that out to you.
Tavern de Falco.
There's actually
Um,
looks like there's a little party going on. There are several boats with it is well the pier is well lit. It looks like there are people like just cooking out, having food just right on the wharf.
Um, there was a when we left our dock,
Mhm.
there was another set of travelers that came with us who headed out ahead of us and got here before us. If we were to make sure that they got here okay because we didn't see them, do you think we could check at the dock? Is there like a register of who brings the boats in, of like who docks at the pier?
It depends. In all honesty, your ladyship, if they came by boat, they could have made landing at any one of the piers. We don't.
Okay.
We tax the merchants as goods are coming off. We don't tax them just for landing.
Okay.
You would have to ask at the individual piers. Likely, if they were just ahead of you coming in this late, Falco's is the likely spot for landing, as if they were looking for rooms.
Okay.
Now, do the merchants normally do business here? If not, and he kind of just waves you like across the shore to this area, where if they need to warehouse their goods, they could have landed. If they have a private wharf, they could have landed there.
Okay.
Private wharf. Okay.
And somebody,
Not necessarily familiar and I don't know if they would know where to park their boat. So we can ask around. That's okay. We can ask around.
please feel free. No one looks injured, right? Actually,
I'm
no, you
at
look
half.
injured.
Yeah, I think we're all
Yeah.
still very injured.
So you say
I'm-
that raiders didn't attack you. You seem to have several injured amongst your party here.
It was quite a violent strike
It
of
was
that
a-
rock in the ocean.
Yeah, the ship sank very violently.
Well,
It just came apart.
I got banged up a little bit trying to
We
get
can
out.
send for the town's healers to meet you at Falco's if you require it, but it looks like you're able to walk at least.
I mean, I don't have a lot of money to pay for a healer right now. I'm a little strapped, but I mean, I would appreciate it if possible. I could pay some tithe.
Or if we could work it off.
We
Hmm.
can ask at the church. Often they will do charity work if you find yourself low on coin.
Oh.
Certainly, there's an acolyte there who is awake. That
What
would be willing
church?
to come out.
What church here?
He points up on the hill, so up here.
What's the name of that church?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
Or the denomination.
Yeah, it's
Abbey
the
of
Abbey, the Abbey to
Falcon?
Falcon. Yeah, Paulkon. Again, not a deity any of you are familiar with. It seems like these
Okay.
islands have their own worship. But somebody had
Okay, well,
mentioned
thank you.
the wizard, or looking for the wizard. It's not really conspicuous on this map, but number 8 on the map is actually a tower.
Oh. So it's across from
Okay,
Falcon.
so it's like a
Falco's, rather.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you. I think we're gonna get headed to Falco's to get some rest.
You're welcome. If you would come by the watch, and he points out a building in the morning, if you want anyone to check out to see if there's anything that can be rescued from your ship, we have some divers. It's good to report these things at any rate. If your
Okay.
pilot didn't know those rocks were there, we may have new exposed places that are not so welcoming to our fishermen. It would be good to know where those areas are. And
That's wonderful to know.
They all salute you, and they let you go.
Whee! I make that noise as I leave.
Mm-hmm. He does call out. Make
Very
sure that
helpful.
you keep your lizards restrained. They are unusual, but as long as they're under control,
They are under control.
I don't know that they'll allow them into the liveries here. So just make sure you keep them under control.
Thank you.
Yeah, they go about. While you're having this conversation, you do see across these, again, well-lit streets, several other guards kind of pause and look, and since it looks like everything is low-key and nothing's happening, they move along their way. So what do you do?
All right.
Okay, so there's a solid chance that we might be staying in the same place as the people that we're after. Maybe they might be staying in the wizard tower,
Okay.
Yeah.
but it depends. They're inconspicuous,
So-
So are we.
I mean, we're
say
looking
I'm the
for
giant
Tellish, right?
we're looking for Tellish. Yeah.
And he's a master disguise.
I mean, if we
Hmm.
think the wizard is the target, then perhaps we should go and see if they're still alive.
So
Yeah,
we're off to see the wizard. Got it.
the wonderful wizard of Restonford.
Okay,
Rolls off the tongue.
let's go. I would probably hitch
Yeah.
the. I would probably ask somebody for coin. Like, can anybody spare like 1 gold?
I have 1 gold exactly that I can give you.
Thank you. I'll see if I can come back with change.
That's fine.
I'd like to pop into Felco's very quickly and I would like to ask to house my lizards and ask how much that's going to cost very quickly, because I don't want to chain these lizards up outside of anywhere where we can be identified as having been.
Sure, Falco's there will tell you that, look, we're not going to risk having lizards in with other horses, but we have a private
We don't have
barn.
horses though.
I
Okay.
just pinged it there. If you can afford a gold, you can have use of that barn for a few days.
What
I
is the goal?
happen
Yeah.
to have a gold on me.
He checks it.
Ching.
Sure. Yeah, he says you feel free to use it. What does it eat? Your coin will include fare if it's reasonable.
Meat of varying quality, preferably middling quality. Don't want to get them too fancy. We don't want to give
Spoiled
them the
meat?
fancy feast.
Would that work?
I would prefer not to give them spoiled meat if possible.
Low quality is
Meat.
fine.
Low quality is fine. Yes.
Yeah, that gold will do.
Okay.
That gold will do.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not too late, boy. Take this coin. Get me your finest low quality meats.
Yeah. Can I have that grade D suitable for animal consumption variety, please? Like Taco Bell sells?
5-layer beef
highest low
burrito.
All right, so you pop into the tavern. The tavern, by the way, is lively. It is, near on middle of the night. It is ruckus. It is loud. There has to be
Okay.
a couple of dozen people in. There's actually even instruments. There are bards playing at a couple of different stages. Like, it has more than one stage, and they're each
Okay.
attracting different groups. The wharf out front, again, well lit. There are people out there. It looks like they're gambling. Lots of different gambling games going on. And there are a lot of small boats tied up to the piers here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any raider boats. Like, if you're looking as you're walking through here, nobody sees any boats that are obviously of that raider variety.
Okay.
Do these people have any kind of other markings, like town markings on their boats, or anything to designate, differentiate them? Or
It's a good
Yeah,
question.
some boats have like a burned mark on the back end of the boat, so like near where the what do you call it? The rudder is.
Rudder.
Yeah. And you notice those boats typically are wider, larger. They look like they're made to carry merchandise.
if we walk by, just quick glance, does there appear to be anything from? I'm
Groton.
blank.
Garrotten.
The other town we came from.
Not that you would. I mean, you've never seen Garrotten have its own kind of like
Garrotten.
seal or stamp, so you don't know. And Garrotten had several boats of different types and
Okay.
qualities, so there's no real way for you to know if something.
How about
came
wood
from Garrotten.
wise?
Wood. They all seem to
Is
be
there
made of the
different
same local
wood?
woods.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing while Odette ran in, get her lizards someplace to stay.
I'm looking to see if any of the boats have the word assassin written on the side. No, so I'm gonna. I'm probably gonna
One
go
says
in with a
paid
debt
by
just we're
assassinations. How
not
about that
spending
one?
too much.
One of
Yeah,
them's named the
exactly.
Assassin's Creed.
And it's just
Dirty
Scott
deeds
Stapp.
done dirt cheap. Stamp to the side.
One says "I'll never tellish" is like the name of the boat.
Good.
Nice.
I wonder who
Good.
that belongs
Real
to.
good.
It's not that one.
Nice. So yeah, there's nothing distinguishing about the boats. You can figure that the larger, nicer boats that have the stamps are probably some kind of tax seal or some kind of merchant seal. So they're probably part of a convoy or a business of some sort. Only the larger, nicer boats seem to have them. All right, so if you guys are just standing around and waiting, Odette will come out after just a little while. You get your lizards put away.
Okay, so to the wizard tower. We're
Yeah.
off to see the wizard.
The poor stable boy that has to mind these lizards as you're leaving, you're like, are they going to eat me? How do
Maybe.
I feed them without them taking an arm?
I tell the lizards before I go, this boy is friend, not food, and I leave.
There's a stomach growl.
Yeah. Just make sure you feed them promptly, boy, or they shall feast on you. And then I leave.
All right.
They'll sup upon your bones. They'll floss
Oh,
with
dear
your
God.
We've
ribs.
emotionally scarred this boy for the rest of his life. Go you, heroes.
Oh no.
Okay, so yeah,
You'll
you're
have a
all
life.
massed right there. Then, again, the town is oddly very ruckus in the middle of the night.
Okay. Party central.
Hmm.
Are there any runes above the separate buildings, like their alma maters of different fraternities? Is this the spring break of D&D?
Tappa Kega Brew.
I love it.
I think I went there for a time.
That's why he's so bad at magic.
That's right. That's right. That's why sleep is like the only good spell. Because it's like, oh, gotta sleep this one off. Oh man.
All right, so
We approach
Wizard
the wizard
tower,
tower.
place. Knock on the door. Hello.
all right, you want to approach the tower?
Mhm.
Okay. It
We all die.
is several stories tall. You only see like openings at the very top of the tower. It's got a conical thatched roof on it. At the bottom, there is just a very wide wooden door. Again, there's no like windows or anything you can see into at the lower floors.
Does it appear to be lit? Are there lights coming out of any of the windows?
No, you don't. The windows at the top, you don't see any lights coming out of them.
Mm.
As you get closer, the other interesting thing you see about the door, there doesn't seem to be a seam or rings to open the door or lock the door at all. It's just a smooth,
Wizards.
smooth door. It's obviously wide enough that it should be a double door, but you don't see a seam either.
Magic.
I don't think
should
this door is what
Yeah.
it seems.
Should I knock?
Seems
If
like
you
the
don't,
polite
I
thing to
will,
do.
So,
Seems
yeah.
like it.
I'll go and
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Knock on the door. There's also no knockers on it either. It's just,
Yeah.
solid wood front. There's no sound coming forward. You also notice that the door itself doesn't really rattle. It's just a heavy, resonant thud coming from it as you knock on it.
does it like I'm gonna like as I knock it, I'm gonna try and like push it. Does it push open?
Not at all. No, it is very solid. Like normally when you push on doors like this, you would expect it to rattle with the crossbar on the other side, right? It doesn't move at all. It doesn't shift. It doesn't move.
Odd. It didn't move when I knocked on it, guys.
Magic. I wouldn't expect it to operate like a normal door.
Are there any lights on
Oh.
anywhere?
Yeah, no light at all from the top windows that you see.
don't hear anything happening after we've knocked on the door or after
No,
NPC.
no, it's quiet around this area.
There any windows on the bottom floor to look in?
Not at all. Only the very top floor.
I
No
could climb up.
doorbells?
Yes, I just looked at Tristan like need a boost.
I mean, I'll try.
Are there any doorbells as they're climbing up?
Again, it's just smooth. Okay, so someone's gonna try and climb up to those top windows.
And I'm gonna try to boost Tristan up to the top, as high as I can get him.
Okay, yeah, it's several stories tall, so you're not going to be able to do it just like one person below you. If you want to try and climb it, the outside
Do
is
a
brickwork,
pyramid.
so you can certainly try to climb.
I have a climb walls skill, so hey,
Yeah.
this seems like kind of
We
what I
got
was
rope
built for.
too.
Mhm.
Is there anything looks like where we could throw a rope around to hang on?
If you have a grapple hook, you can certainly try and just hook that window. I mean, there's no
yeah,
glass.
I don't
in the
have a
window, it's just
grapple.
an
I have
opening.
rope.
Mhm.
Could throw Tristan
I'd rather
with a
not.
rope tied to him.
So Tristan,
mean-
the skill that you have is climb sheer surface, which allows you to climb something normal people can't. This has actually got great handholds. If you want to
wow.
just take the time to climb up, you can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do that and poke my head in the window and shout in. That's
Okay. So you get to the
basic
top.
aim
You look in. Inside the room is like a round stone table, maybe like a workbench, because you see various inks and scrolls just kind of laying in there. It's dark. You see several candles, but none of them are lit, and you do see kind of a spiral staircase towards the back going down. You said you're going to stick your head through?
Yeah. And
Okay.
Tristan the Headless Wonder.
All right. Give me a second. You stick your head through, and you hear. You guys on the outside can hear this too. There's a loud shrieking sound, as if several voices are just yelling out. It's not any words; it's just like a very loud yell.
Where did
Kind
they
of hurt
find
your
my
ears a little bit,
mother-in-law?
Tristan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would have got the attention of anybody. So
Mhm.
that was kind of what I was aiming for. So stick my head out and go back down again.
Okay. Yeah. So you wait.
Oh, my ears.
You wait a few moments, and nothing really happens. Although there are some guards heading your way from down this road here.
No.
Just stand there and wait.
Yeah.
The guards are coming down the road?
They're just kind of
I
attracted
would-
by the yelling.
Okay, I would start stumbling toward them.
Okay.
What was the name of the other inn that they named? At
Well,
the-
they said there were several inns, but Falco's was
Okay.
the one that was likely to be
Okay.
open. They didn't name any of the other ones.
Okay, cool. That works out in my favor. I want to stumble into them, and I would like to pretend to be very, very drunk. And I want to be like, "Can you help me find my way back to the bed, the inn bed, the bed in the room at the inn?"
Oh, which inn? Your lady.
Yeah, which inn? Great question. Best question. The question that everyone should be asking. Which inn? I don't know.
So the two guards conferred with one another. One of them seems like, look, let's just put her in the cells. When she sleeps it off, we can figure out where she's staying.
I thought that might happen.
I just want to know where the inns are, and you two look like you're from around here.
He kind of points across the water to where like the large inn is. Did you come from there? Did you arrive by boat?
Oh, that's the second best question I've ever heard. in
So
my
I tell you
entire
what, give me a
life.
charisma check. I
Okay,
assume
cool.
your
I was
idea
waiting
here
for
is you're
that.
just trying to tie them up, right?
I'm trying to tie them up and or move them off the path so that they are like they're just somewhere else. Okay, that's a 15. Yes.
What's
My
your
charisma's
charisma?
an 18.
Oh wow, that's high. Okay, so they're
Yeah.
debating then. One of them is like, let's just put her in the drunk tape. The other one's like,
Hey!
hey, let's be nice. I mean, she doesn't look like she's gonna do any harm. We can help her find which inn she's at. So yes,
Mhm.
they're debating with you. So you'll tie them up there. This
Okay,
does
cool.
cause enough time to lapse that coming up the street, they're about right here when you see them, is a pair of humans. They seem to be middle to maybe older age, wearing wearing dark blue robes, which was the kind of the color of robe that Peltar wore the last time you saw him. Neither of these people are Peltar, but they're coming up the road. They see you guys outside of the tower, and one of them is hanging a little bit behind. The other one, you notice he's got one hand up inside of his robe sleeve like this. The other one has got a smile on his face. His hands are out in the open. It's like, good evening, folks. Is there something we can help you with? The tower has stopped shrieking, by the way.
We were looking for our friend Pelter.
Ah, well, this is Peltar's lab. He's not in town right now. Perhaps
He's
we can
not?
help you. We are his apprentices.
Oh,
not
how
in
long?
town.
How long ago did he leave?
They confer a little bit, and they're like, days ago? He was headed to Garatin the last we had heard. He services all the islands in the area. We don't know exactly which island he's on right now.
Oh, we were supposed to meet him. What Garotten?
Oh, well, if you were supposed to meet him, when and where? We should be expecting him back soon then.
Well, we may have gotten it wrong, you see. We were in a bad accident and all the logs went with it, all of our appointments. We just know we were supposed to be here for about a week. We were going to meet. We had so many appointments in town.
Okay, well, your business is Peltar's between you and he. We can only tell you that he's not currently in residence, so we weren't expecting him back for another month. But he comes and goes, of course, as the master pleases.
Month.
Of course.
Hold on, but does that match up with the knowledge we already have? Because they sent somebody to go and find Peltar, and they sent them to a specific place.
No,
which I thought was here.
They sent out search parties for him.
No,
Yeah.
they sent out one girl, the girl that we sent out to
Yes.
go and retrieve him.
Yeah, when they thought that Peltar might be implicated in what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent word out, but they did send her. The servant girl. They did send her. Didn't say where. Did send her after Peltar though.
Okay, I thought they said here. Never mind.
Mhm.
Well, that's me out of ideas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there anything we can do for you? We don't want to pry into the wizard's business, but if it's something that we can help with,
You're his apprentices, right?
yes.
Can you contact him via magical means?
If
or anything?
it's necessary, if it's, we're instructed not to use such methods of contact unless it's absolutely necessary. Is this
Yes.
a perilous
Yes.
situation?
Yes.
Do you mind just a moment? And I'm gonna huddle everybody together and be like, so do we just like spill the beans that somebody might be targeting him for assassination? Is that just what we
Don't
do
see
at
why
this
we
point?
wouldn't right now.
Yeah,
There's
I think
apprentices,
Right,
they
that's what I'm
may
thinking.
have a vested interest in knowing that.
Meanwhile, the guards are
Right.
like listing off all the inns, and they're kind of describing it since you obviously don't know the names. It's like, what color was your room? What? How large was
Warm.
the bed?
It
It
was
was
Did
warm.
it smell of
soft.
fish?
Yeah, that's exactly. It was
My
warm,
room
so-
was really soft. It was great. I love the inns here. They're such good inns. This is the best of all the inns.
You can keep them going with that roll. Okay, so all right. So back to you, the whispering and plotting. What have you guys decided?
I think we're just gonna tell him.
We're gonna tell him.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So what
Yeah.
do you say, and who says it?
Tristan, how about you tell these lovely people what's going on with our important business?
All right. Okay. So, I don't know how much you've heard. There was a murder back in Groton, and we were sent to investigate it. We think your master is next. So, we're trying to get in contact with him rather urgently. If you can magic up something like that,
All right. So I mean,
that would be great.
Just just tweak that a little bit. So you're referencing their Duke that was just killed here, and then saying someone
my
might be
apologies,
next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that certainly seems to be. Actually, make me a charisma roll.
Oh dear.
See how convincing.
We also
I
have
believe in you.
rerolls, don't worry.
We have
Yeah.
rerolls. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
let's find out.
Oh wow.
That is definitely a failure.
Yep. You can keep it or not. It's so they believe you. It's just a matter of, well, I mean, it's speculation. Are you
I mean,
sure?
when he dies, I'm gonna get that candlestick I always wanted.
Yep. If you want to keep it, they're gonna debate. I'm just gonna make a roll to see if they decide that this sounds like it's serious
I'll
enough.
spend 1. It can't get
All right.
much worse than that. So 1 reroll.
Okay, we're at 6.
There we go. That is
Ooh.
a success.
Good success too. Right. Yes, we can contact Peltar. Where are you staying? Where should we direct him?
I don't know. I think our friend over there is asking about the inns right now.
You can hear them. Did the inn have cats about? Did they allow cats?
Okay.
Do you
You
remember?
have inns with cats? Oh my god!
So,
This is incredible!
did we see her like stumble, and
Yes.
do we hear her like
Yeah, you can
drunken-
hear
okay,
her.
so
yeah.
I'm gonna drunkenly stumble, quote unquote, over to her. Well, first I'm gonna go up to the guards and be like, "Hey, have you guys seen my friend?" And I look over at Odette, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I found you!
Oh
Oh
my
my
god!
god!
Oh my god!
We've been looking for you forever. We're over at Falco's. Come on!"
The two guards
Oh
look
my
very
God.
relieved.
I
Yes,
look at the
please
guards and I'm
please
like-
take control of her.
Yeah. Look, I'm so sorry. We can't take her
Falco's.
anywhere. Come on, honey. Let's go.
You
let's go.
guys
And
are great. Thank you.
yes, you guys are so nice.
Has to be have a thank you.
for
Like-
protecting my friends.
All right.
I love men in uniform.
And I'm gonna yell out, "Thank you for taking care of my friends while they were indisposed."
Indisposed. Womp.
Okay,
Wow.
so mission rescue Odette is
Yes.
taken off. So what do you tell
I
his apprentices then as to where you're going to be, where they should direct Peltar?
I don't know, but I rolled a 9 on a charisma roll to flirt with the guards as we left. So I feel satisfied with the role playing.
Yeah. They're polite, but nobody going to give out their digits to drunken.
Yeah, drunken NPCs.
We love gentlemen.
Unless you ask the apprentices, unless there's a place we can lay low in case we're being watched delivering the message.
Oh, you're smart.
Yeah, we've had eyes on us for a while.
Well, then why don't you come to our home? It's a good a place as any. We have a few spare rooms.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any healing methods available? I'm kind of.
Boo-boo.
I don't feel good.
No, but we can call for one of the acolytes from the church to come out.
I appreciate that.
Well, they'll take you to 21 over here. It's a nice, large
Okay.
home, couple stories. They show you to a couple of rooms. That's all they have to spare, so you can divide up how you wish. And they say, we're going to attempt to call to reach Peltar. We'll let you know how it goes. They show you around to some places. They do actually say, please do not enter these set of rooms. Please don't go into the dungeon. This is for your own good. So you're left alone as they go and do what they're going to do. Is there anything you want to do before I tell you how they get a hold of him?
We should rest.
Yeah, so other than resting,
If there's time to rest, then yeah.
we
I
can. It's
wouldn't mind
resting
following
code.
them.
You gonna follow them?
Just to check that they haven't just already murdered the apprentices and gone.
Well,
"Hey."
they don't hide it. I mean, they go into a room that's just down the hall from where you are, and they close the doors.
So yeah, I'm just gonna sneak up and listen at the doorway just to check that they're doing what they said they're doing.
Okay.
They're not like, hey, Telesh, they're here now. Come kill
Yeah.
them.
No, that's fine. Give me a hear noise check to see how well you can hear through this door.
A hear noise check.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, 10. So.
Okay, you can
Oh
hear.
my god, I actually made it.
Yeah. Then
Dead
it's
on.
muted, but you can hear they're chanting. Are you going to stay there the entire time?
Just until I know that they're doing what they're saying and they
Okay.
don't say.
You
hey, Telesh.
smell like the burning of like different herbs. It's really noxious smelling. It does not smell good at all. But after a bit, the chanting stops, and you hear one of them talking, and you do hear him, Master Peltar. Then some garbledness. It seems like they're relating your story.
Right.
Okay.
Fine. Back I go then.
As
All right.
that terrible smell permeates the hall, my stomach growls, and I'm like, man, something
Smells
great
great.
in there. Something smells awesome in there.
All right. So after about maybe an hour, you've already left the door then, unless you're staying the entire time. Richard. Yeah, you left.
I'm
Okay.
back to the.
They'll knock on both doors and they'll tell you that, like, we reached Peltar. The soonest he can get here is in the morning. He can't arrive any sooner.
Sooner the better. Things are gonna go pelter skelter.
Might as well get some resting for.
Okay.
Did you see that one wash over?
No, I didn't.
That was awesome. It was like,
Is everyone resting, or are you setting a watch?
Oh,
Your doors do not have locks, but you can bar them from the inside.
I think we can just rest.
I think I just ask the apprentices. Hey, is this place protected? I mean, you're magical people. If
You're
somebody
magical
came in to
people.
drink,
You're
Oh, yeah,
assuming
they're
we can
apprentices.
trust them too.
No one. You will not come to harm here. It's if anyone. If you said that perhaps you're being followed or noticed, if anyone attempts to enter our residence, you will be aware that we've been breached. You'll be fine here.
Okay.
sounds good.
All right. So
I
then,
like to bar the door. if
good
we can.
nights. Yeah, you can bar the doors if you want. So good night's sleep. If everybody sleeps, everybody can have 1 hit point back. That's all you get from resting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No con
One
bonus
whole
with it.
hit point.
For healing, yeah, I'll give you your con bonus. I don't remember if that's the rule, but I'll give it to you.
That
1 hit point
smells
plus your
like
con
a bear.
bonus. Now, if you have a con penalty, you can't heal less than 1 though, so you would still get 1.
Gotcha.
You slowly die during the night.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise,
That's-
I got a
that's a
cold
very-
and I died 4 days later.
That's like a very DCC funnel. You rolled an impossible character kind
Yeah.
of thing. I'm here for it, kind of.
You get a paper cut and you die that night. Yes. Dion, can you
The
hear
pollen
us?
count is high. You die.
Let me make sure Dion knows that he's getting.
Yeah,
Dion, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm
Assuming
sorry.
you slept, you'll get 1 hit point back for having a good night's sleep. The beds are comfortable. You probably sleep, unless your character's paranoid, you probably sleep later into the morning than you expect. It's just very restful. The whole place is very quiet. Nothing disturbs you through the night.
Okay. So I
Come
gain
morning,
1 hit point.
1 hit point's all you get from resting.
Well, plus
Okay.
if you have con bonus,
If you have a con bonus, you can take it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
By the time everyone does regain consciousness and yawning, coming out of these wonderfully soft beds, you're awakened by the smell of bacon and food being cooked. And you open up your doors, remove the bars, and you go down to where they showed you the kitchen was. Peltar is there. He's finishing cooking eggs. There's a big plate of meat on the table, some bread, cheese, and egg is being added to it. And you see, you're guessing, the apprentice that was sent to find him. The one with the, but you see the silver rose pendant
Yes.
on her shoulder.
Mm.
I eat some breakfast.
Yeah.
Never mind saying hello
Yeah.
or anything else. I
Yeah,
just
just sit down and eat, shovel it.
ah.
All right. There's another person there in clerical robes. He's got like almost vestment looking robes on. He's speaking to Peltar. Peltar turns around and says, "Who was injured? We have a lay brother here that can offer some assistance."
Everybody
Yes.
raises their hand.
Yeah. All right. Well, those that are injured, I'll let you roll yourself. Each of you can roll a d6 as he applies various herbs, unguents, etc.
Gah!
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna roll.
Oh,
Everybody's gonna roll ones.
Can I spend a reroll on that?
If you want to spend a reroll, you can spend a
No.
reroll.
I don't know. Maybe you should.
I will.
You had
Why
7, so
not?
6
Why not?
is left now.
All
That's
right,
better.
so 2 more.
I'm back up to
Okay.
full. Wee
Right.
you, wee you, wee you.
Yeah, he just instructs you to keep
15.
the
13.
herbal mass on the wounds. He bandages you up and just says, "Hey, leave them on. You'll feel better after a bit." Peltar gives him a few coins as he says, just as an offering. You hear him just kind of mumble to the priest. It seems like they're having a small conversation just off to the side. If you're trying to eavesdrop, one of you is really good at that, but everybody can roll me a d6 if you're trying to eavesdrop. Richard, your character can use his hear noise talent instead.
I mean, my hear noise
I
skill
roll a
is worse than
6.
rolling a d6.
Yeah, it's also a special thing. Like in cases where like it would be impossible for you to overhear things, your skill is better for that. But you can also just roll a d6.
Well, no, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Breakfast, healing.
All right. So yeah, nobody picks
Yeah,
it
I'm
up.
saying
Dan.
the food's got my attention.
Oh.
Just some
I
conversation
rolled
in the
a
background.
6.
Yeah, the 6. You have to roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody
Oh.
really picks up on it. The cleric just kind of nods. You see some coins change hands, and he's off. Peltar sits down. Puts some food on his plate and says, "So I understand there's a murder afoot. Another."
Yeah, we're kind of worried that you were the next target.
Is the woman there?
Yeah, she's sitting here eating as well.
While this is
Okay.
happening too, I'd like to really look closely at Peltar and make sure it doesn't look like he's someone in disguise,
Ooh,
if at all possible.
that's nice. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Okay. Alright, rolling that. Because I know the person we're after is a master of disguise. I have a 16, so I rolled under.
Sure. I mean, other than the fact that he apparently dyes his hair, nothing that he's wearing appears to be a costume.
Okay.
So, tell me, Garotin sent a message to me saying that apparently I'm wanted in conjuncture with this murder. Is that why you're here as well? I assure you I had nothing to do with our Baron's death
No.
here.
The investigation has moved on apace since that message was sent. And we did not send that message.
And further, we're the ones doing the investigation that probably cleared you, so that's kind of why we're here.
You may be the next target.
But yet you came here to find me.
We
To make
would
sure
never-
you're safe, because you may be next to die.
No, it is a question. If you believe the assassins were coming here, this is not where I was.
Well, then we
We
saved
didn't
you.
know that.
Ah, I see. So you're saying there may be assassins on my trail, and
Well,
you
if you
came here to
weren't here
find
and-
me.
Did you? Did everybody in the council know where you were going?
No.
Right. See,
The council
Hellas is
anybody
the one
here.
behind it.
Did anybody at all know where you were going?
He looks over to the young lady, and she shakes her head. He says, "She is my informant." That's a good word for her. Informant
Oh.
in Garriton. She knew where to find me.
What? I look at the girl and I'm like, why'd you get one of those broken strings from the loot?
I was asked to by our council member,
Which one?
Tellish.
You're not associated
No.
with him with extracurricular activities at all?
Extracurricular, no, but I serve the triumvirate.
You don't serve an assassin's guild?
She goes a little wide at that and says, "You found actual proof of an assassin's guild?"
Hellish was the head of it.
Oh yeah, that floors her. What's going on in Garotin now? Then he was one of the triumvirate, one of the leaders there.
Do we believe her?
Make me a wisdom check, actually.
Okay.
Wisdom check. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do that
anybody
too.
can make that roll.
I
Mm.
don't think I got it.
It just has to be under your wisdom or equal to.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I-
one over.
My wisdom's a 16 and I still rolled over it.
Yeah.
I, on the
Hey,
other hand,
I've got
critically
a 10
succeeded.
and I rolled a 9.
Oh, critical
Okay.
success?
A critical success.
Yay, Richard.
She
Nice.
was really shocked at the news that Tristan
Okay.
Tellish
Gosh,
was.
It's
Tristan.
been
Yeah,
Tristan all up.
it's
Stab,
all
stab, stab,
Tristan.
Stab, 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 stab.
No,
Stab,
she was
stab,
really
stab, stab.
shocked that Tellish had
Stab.
anything to do with this.
Okay.
It just took the air
Stab.
right out of her. She's not faking.
Okay.
Peltar, however, that didn't, because the critical role. Peltar was not shocked in the least. He just kind of
Peltar,
nodded. He just
you
nodded
don't
when
look-
you said that.
You
You seem to have guessed this already. Have you hired Tellish for things before?
No, but I long suspected that it had to be someone in the triumvirate there. You can't keep an assassin's guild that takes pay for murder. You can't keep that quiet in a town the size of Garotin unless someone on the council was a member or controlled it. It doesn't surprise me. Tellish fits the bill. Could it easily have been the lady herself, however. I have my suspicions there, too.
Arness.
Hmm?
Okay.
She didn't seem very shocked by anything, and she sent us here by boat, and we were attacked within an hour of leaving the coast.
Could
So-
be. Were they in it together? It's possible. It could also be possible that she's simply taking advantage of a situation. She is ruthless
Mm,
in her decisions and choices. It makes for a good ruler, though. Sometimes. My death, however, Tellish's group would have to be paid significant amounts to go after me. He just kind of he just shakes and says, "Well, I thank you for the warning. I don't disbelieve what you have to say. I don't feel that I am the target."
Who would you
You-
think is the target?
yeah.
exactly.
They left heading this way.
Yep. So around that time, you guys hear a knock at the door. One of Peltar's, one of the people that came to you last night, one of his servants / students goes and answers the door. You hear some conversation. After a bit, comes back, motions to Peltar. Peltar looks a little disturbed. He says, "No, let's our guests
I get
here
up and-
have many suspicions. Let's not further this suspicious atmosphere. Say what you have to say." Go ahead, Thiber.
Say when he looks like maybe there, I want to get up and go see who's there.
You want to go out and look? You can see them.
Like if it's another
retreating.
room, I want to look.
It's 2 guards walking away.
Okay. I'll just go
So
sit back down.
the apprentice kind of folds his hands behind his back and looks to the ground and says, "Indeed, master guest, there was a murder last night."
The lady or the son of the previous Baron?
The Baron's wife.
Yes. Okay. Damn. Picked the wrong person.
Fairwind was found dead in her rooms. Of course, the castle has been locked down since her husband's death, with many guards around, and no one allowed entry. Yet she was found dead today in much similar circumstances. No obvious wounds. The good clerics have tried to speak to her departed soul and to raise her. The same effect as her husband. Neither seemed to work.
We
Differently this time, the guards say that, however, there were signs in her room that there was a struggle. Furniture displaced, things fallen to the ground.
How is the
Anybody think-
daughter?
So far, well, she's taking this poorly, of course. They still have her at the castle, though it seems the guards proved to be useless in this situation. She's alive and grieving.
This is-
Anybody think they would learn anything by going and looking at the crime scene place?
Well, the guards came asking if Peltar was here. I didn't, sir, and he bows his. I didn't know if you were officially in town, so I told them you were not. They were looking for your counsel. And of course, he gets up, he wipes off his hand. So, my counsel they'll have. He looks at the table, all of you here, says, I don't exactly know what stake you have in this, but you seem to be deep in it. If you wish to accompany me, perhaps we can find out more.
I will follow you wherever you may go.
My God.
There isn't a mountain too high.
I mean, isn't our stake that you hired us? Or
Well, he put you in touch with the triumvirate to be hired. Yeah, and he
Wow,
did.
there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure by the end of this, there will be praise and likely wealth aplenty to go around if this is something you wish to continue with.
Huzzah, you got the wife of the Baron killed.
Mm,
Woo!
yeah.
They're not acting fast enough.
Whoops.
That's praiseworthy, I guess, by some people.
We can at least point to who did it and get justice.
Yes.
True.
All right.
There's that.
Okay, if you want to accompany him, then he looks at all of you. Your your clothing is pretty bad. Some of you have been in battle since you haven't changed in over 24 hours.
Some of us went down the hallway to
yeah.
investigate.
So
No,
he offers, go ahead and get yourselves cleaned. Use our facilities. There's clothing about that will fit you, I'm sure. If not, we can send someone to a tailor's. And he kind of looks a little distastefully at some of your clothing that's been really messed up from battle. It's like, or perhaps you should just burn those. Just burn those.
I do have a set of new armor that needs some new straps, if that's able to be done.
Certainly. I don't know how quickly. I'll summon an armorer. Just leave the gear here. One of the acolytes will take care of that for you.
Speaking of acolytes, have some questions about that pungent, delicious smell the other night that I smelled. Do you mind if I track them down, buddy?
You mean bitter root? We were burning that in the summer. It's a deadly poison, right?
It's
Don't tempt me more.
deadly delicious as it smells. I'm glad you told me. I might have just jammed the whole thing in my mouth. But I would like to learn more, if that's okay.
The baths are this way. This way. All right. So yeah, he gives you guys time to pick out to clean up, pick out some clothing. You're gonna go see royalty after all.
You gotta get fancy.
Yeah. Does anybody not?
Honestly, I kind of in character want to just be in like normal clothes, not like fancy.
Oh no,
just
that's all
'cause
they have to
it'd
offer
be-
is fairly normal clothes. It's just your current clothes have like
Oh,
knife wounds and
okay.
arrow wounds in them.
Blood,
Yeah,
dirt.
blood, dirt, everything else.
Mm,
Yeah, he's not offering you
alright, yeah, I'll
finery. It's
just-
just clean clothes.
Okay.
Don't know. There's
Alright,
a
yeah, then I'm good.
elegance
I'll
in it
take-
going to see the royal family and saying, "Look what we had to endure in order to get this. They held us back and we just couldn't get there in time."
You say that, and I use that as the thinnest excuse to not change because I'm looking down at these clean clothes, and I've got that nice pig
God.
pen dust cloud above me, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, totally. It's all about how we come across. Thanks, but no thanks."
I change like Ariel and the Little Mermaid, where I'm like, throw away the shipwrecked sail that I was wrapped in and give me finery.
Meanwhile, you
Give
have the
me finery.
filthomancer with you here.
Yeah, the ladies like it.
Oh my God.
They really don't.
Ladies
they
without
really-
noses, like
It's some real granola energy. They really like it.
Granola energy. Oh my God.
My tribe
Hey, want to
team's
play
bringing
hacky
all the
sack?
boys to the yard.
I could put someone to sleep if you'd like.
All right. Unless anyone's making any
get changed.
special preparations, and those of you that said you are not cleaning and changing, I mean, you're given, good clothing, not nobles' clothing, but not commoners' clothing either. Any of your weapons, and you can take your weapons, no problem. If you want, any of your armor needs repair. If you want to leave it behind for the armor that's coming to fix up NPC's set of armor, you can. Otherwise, do what you want.
I still have my bandit armor.
Yeah. If you want to keep that, that's fine.
So I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping that while they work on the plate armor.
Well, then Peltar takes his new entourage, you guys, up to the castle, and we're a few minutes from time, so that seems like a good place to end it tonight. You're going to confront the grieving daughter after both father and mother were killed by an assassin.
Don't worry, we'll accuse her next week.
Yeah,
my
obviously,
God.
it's got to be her. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
She
who else is
accused-
inheriting, right? Follow the money.
exactly.
God.
All right. Well, let's sign off then. Richard, you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I guess so. Hi, I'm Richard. I play games on Twitch under LMTDTMFFR. Or say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels.
Oak.
Hey Zoke, you can catch me other than here Friday and Saturday nights playing some D&D 5e. Saturday nights, currently I'm running my Grimdark homebrew stuff. Starts at midnight Central. You can catch replays on Twitch and YouTube at URAENCE. And that's me.
All right. Jen.
Hi, my name is Jen. I'm Gentendo on Twitch. Every morning on the weekdays, I'm playing Animal Crossing and with daily affirmations. So it's AC formations. And you can also find me on a bunch of stuff that Brendan has going on that I'm going to kick it to him to talk about.
Go on,
Hey,
Brendan.
we're in a bunch of different tabletop games. Twitch.tv/Friendin, draw tabletop art every day. And we're in a game on Mondays on Featherfall Tabletop. We're in a game on Tuesdays here. Thursdays, Monster of the Week on my channel. And Sundays, we're in a game on Free League Publishing of Forbidden Lands. So we're kind of all over the place.
Nice. Dion, you got anything for us?
Yeah, I'm Dion, also known as Substances Used on Twitch TV. You can catch me there gaming. You can also catch me here on Tuesdays, here on Fridays, on Friendin's channel on Thursdays doing Monster of the Week. You can catch me tomorrow on Spectaculars on Defenders of Kobold, and coming soon on Saturdays on Fulsham_art. Silence in the Library, a new campaign, 5th edition, that one of our buddies is going to be running soon, in a couple weeks.
Lots of games going on. So, yeah, myself, follow us at twitch.tv/SteamStealMurder or the podcast at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. Friday, we've got BX Dungeons and Dragons playing through the original Ravenloft game. Saturday, I am running an Umerica 0-level funnel adventure on the Goodman Games official channel. And Sunday is Gamma World 2nd edition, our
Awesome.
Sunday Fun Day game. So thanks for listening, guys. We'll pick it up next time.
Thanks for DMing, Bert.
Right.
Bye.
Have a good one.